As the resolution of the screen, it makes it too big for the. Just grab at the really top of it, pull it down.
So remember to print the agenda.
Jerry, are you on?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hang on, I'm going to change my... Can you still hear me, Jerry?
Yeah, I got you, Tim.
Okay, I had my phone and my computer both on, so I had to turn one of them off.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you good. Okay, we ready to get started?
Yeah, I was just accepted somebody else, so we should be good to go whenever you are.
Okay, all right, we'll go ahead and call the meeting to order. Has everybody had an opportunity to look at the minutes from the last meeting from February 23rd?
Yes.
Okay, anybody have anything on those minutes that we need to discuss or that needs to be changed or anything? If not, we'll entertain a motion to
John Edgington, Red Cross, moved that we approve the minutes.
minutes from the last meeting from February 23rd.
Oh,
Anybody have anything on those minutes we need to discuss or that needs to be changed or anything? All right, we got somebody made a motion to approve. Do we have a second? Somebody made a motion to approve. Do we have a second? Jerry, is my audio that delayed or is there something wrong?
No, it's
it's the YouTube link. I'm trying
Oh,
to
okay. Okay, well, we'll stand by.
Okay, see if that's any better.
Okay. All right, so heard that somebody made a motion to accept. Did we get anybody that seconded it?
I second the motion. Warren, Red Cross.
Okay. Anybody opposed? All right, so minutes are approved. We'll move on to item number 3, the financial report.
Okay, financial report. Current bank balance is $17,022.48. We had a couple of debits. The city fridge for the rehab truck for $3,190. The Golden Plains Hospital for the ultra cold freezer. The approved amount was $9,526.17. There was a change order for the freight for the freezer. What brought the price to $10,340. And I got with Tim and Brandon Stroke because of that difference in the amount. And then we went ahead and sent the payment to Golden Plains Hospital for that $10,340. Last meeting, we had approved a backfill cost for Border Pharmacy, and they had invoiced $1,650. We approved up to $2,500, but they've only invoiced $1,650 so far.
Hey Jerry, do you know where we're at on getting the reimbursement from Phillips back for that freezer?
I had emailed Kenny Morrison a couple of times, and I think one time he was out of town. I emailed him again. I hadn't got anything back from him yet, so I'll stay on that with him and see if I can get.
Okay, when we get off the phone, I'll call Kenny and ask him because I know I saw an email about the cost difference between the original $9,500 and the $10,000. I think that went back and forth between you and he. So, yeah, check on it, and I'll check on it from this end too and see
Okay. And I sent,
where they're at.
I kept Kenny in the loop with that. I'd sent him any updates as far as shipping, the invoice in Golden Plains. I sent all that to Kenny, so he
Right.
should have
I think that's what I'd seen or something. Okay, we'll check on it. So, all right. Any discussion on the financial report? All right. So we'll entertain motions to accept.
I'll make the motions, Alan.
Thanks, Alan. We have a second. Anybody want to second the motion for?
I'll second it, John Edgington.
Thanks, John. All right. Motion been made and seconded to accept the financial report as presented. Anybody opposed? All right. Financial report is approved. All right, Jerry, go ahead.
compliance report. So we actually had, I think this has actually been my first ever records request, but Solvay had sent in a records request. I guess they're having some sort of audit. So they had asked for a record on an SPCC versus one plan that was submitted in 2017. So I had to go back into the records, and I did find that they had submitted a plan to the LAPC. So I emailed him back about that. It was
Okay.
on file here, so they would clear up their audit portion of that. So I got that back to them. Since the last meeting we had, we'd had 3 emissions events from P66, 3 follow-up reports, and 1 emission event from Chevron.
Okay. All right. Alan, you're up for right to know.
So right to know, we're basically in a holding pattern until we can get the files back from TCEQ. That way we can upload that information into Cameo, and we will have basically everything in the plant. We did have an incident, I want to say it was 2 weeks ago on a Sunday night, maybe, that we had an incident on Farm to Market 1923 of a compressor fire. I did remember that I had them in my email and actually made contact with who I thought was the owner. However, that's changed. So if we can get the files from the state, that would make it a whole lot easier to be able to pull something up and take a look and figure out who my owners are, and all the signage is not up to date.
So I don't know if you had seen that email that TCQ sent out about the file formats. They've extended a couple of different file formats because they were having some issues when they were giving out apparently this file wasn't playing nice with some of the programs, so they extended their file formats to a couple other versions. So hopefully that will fix the issue of getting this imported into Cameo and getting it to us quicker.
Okay. And also I may have to work with, is Pender still working with TCEQ on getting our access?
For the steers?
Yes, because everything that, when I go in to look, the only thing it pulls up for me is for the city of Stinnett.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, Alan, that's the judge has to authorize that. I can look it up, see if I can, it's going to be through the steers account. That the judge is the one that actually authorizes who gets the permissions.
Okay.
I'm not sure how we originally did it. But
Yeah, and Pender, was that separated by agency?
I
thought it was
I don't remember how we did it. I wouldn't think so. I thought it was all Hutchinson County.
That's what I thought. So it shouldn't be specific to the city of Stinnett.
Yeah, right. because it's a county. LEPC's no the right to know it's a county kind of thing.
Right. I'll
Actually,
look
as I
into it.
remember, I was able to look at stuff statewide.
Yeah. So I'll look into that, Alan, and see why you're not being able to see that. I'll give them a call.
Okay,
So if we just
I
have
believe that's all I've got.
we just have to have access. Like I said, the judge sends out or makes that approval for the county and get you added to the list.
Okay,
Why they wouldn't be on there?
Item 6 is public education. John or Warren?
Yeah, at the recent Red Cross Disaster Action Team meeting, we were talking about the need to get out to people the concept of what you do in an emergency, evacuate. Do you have your go bag with you? What do you take with you? Or shelter in place or whatever. I was thinking that might be a good thing the LEPC might want to work on, and maybe we can maybe do some kind of a public information blitz, all agencies on the same topic at the same time frame, and try to see if we can get through people's heads a little bit about be prepared, in a it's not just one kind of disaster. There are wildfires, there are releases, there are tornadoes, there are, I don't know, just kind of like any kinds of disaster, you might have to do something and kind of get people thinking about what would I do and what do I need, things like that.
Right. Yeah, that'd be good.
Warren here. Heads up that the Panhandle Regional Planning Commission is organizing 2 meeting sessions the 3rd week in May. And it's with the emergency managers from all the counties in the Texas Panhandle. They're going to have a morning session for those that can make that one, and an evening session for the ones that can make that meeting. And essentially what they're concerned about is shelter operations in the event of a disaster.
Okay.
That's
Anything
all
else
I
on
got.
public? Okay. All right. Thanks, guys.
Kind of going back on John's stuff, Tim.
Yeah.
What are we wanting to look at with that? As far as, is this like a public event that we put together, or is this just like an advertisement of some sort?
Yeah, I think that may have been a question for me. I couldn't quite understand all the words, but basically it was what do I have in mind? And yeah, I was thinking in terms of not necessarily paid advertisement, but basically just kind of getting a message together, and somebody have to do that. But I'll have to, anyway, just get a message together and try and get the same message out from different agencies to, I'm sure the news media is usually glad to carry stuff from they're thrilled to have emergency responders or somebody to interview or to talk to. They're trying to fill up time so they can push advertising. So I don't think I have any trouble to buy ads. I was thinking in terms of just, maybe hit multiple news media at once. If we can get it, in fact, if we can get it large enough, we might be able to get the Panhandle and get the TV stations and everybody all on the same, I don't know. Just, I guess first thing we do is put together the message, and I think I think Red Cross has information on messages. We might need to look at it and see if it and make it more specific locally. Then from there, it's a matter of just getting enough people to contact the media to get the information out.
Yeah, it seemed like I remember it's probably been 2, maybe 3 years ago. We did something along the same lines on bug out bags or to go bags, and it seemed like we distributed some recommended supply lists like to ACE and different places, but I don't know how well that was perceived, but received by the community. But yeah, I think it's a good idea. Is this something we could? I mean, obviously, this is something we could put out like on the Facebook page and stuff, right, Jerry?
Yeah, we can definitely, social media wise, we can definitely work on putting something out there.
John, can you get us some stuff from the Red Cross and stuff that we can kind of along the lines of what you're looking at? We can
Yeah,
review that and see what we can do.
I can do that. Red Cross has literature online on that information. And like I say, we can look at, see how it relates to our local,
I've never had
local
that
needs
trouble
and
before.
such, resources.
Huh? Yes. I need to know, are those jeans dirty?
Hey, somebody's got their mic on talking about dirty jeans. All right. Anything else on the public education? All right, we'll move on to item 7, hazardous materials. Bill or Chief Galloway?
I didn't see them on here.
Okay. All right, and we will move on. Emergency response and resources. Chief Watson or Chief Smith? You see either one of them on there, Jerry?
Zeb was on here.
Hey, I'm on Tim, but I'm going to a dog bite right now.
Okay. All right, Zeb, we'll let you go.
Okay.
Yeah, Fritz just got paged out for an animal bite. As far as from the staying on the emergency response part for drills or training opportunities right now, I know from the refinery side, we don't have anything on the books yet. I mean, other than our regular training we've got scheduled, but right now we don't have any other drills in the recent, in the near future. All right, number 9, unfinished business.
So this is our COVID-19 Hutchinson County update. Currently, 1,524 confirmed cases, 479 probable, a total of 2,003 total cases. Currently at 3 active cases in Hutchinson County, which is down 60 from last meeting. Recovered cases, 1,922. Fatalities, 71. That's up 3 since last meeting. This is the current statewide COVID data. Just as of yesterday, 1,390 new cases yesterday in the state and 7 reported fatalities. Even though that's still 7 fatalities, it's actually quite lower than what we were running as in last meeting, because we were in the triple digits as far as fatalities per day. So being in a single digit is definitely some good news. Currently, 2,718 COVID patients in Texas. ICU beds, ventilators are still looking a lot better than they have been. This is specific to our trauma service area, which is the highlighted area there. Available hospital beds 274, ICU beds 7, available ventilators 149, and currently 25 patients, COVID patients in the hospital in our region. This is some data from BSA Northwest Texas hospitals. Most of the reason we put this on here is because we transfer a lot of patients to these hospitals. So from state to regional to local, and this is what we're looking at as far as those statistics since January. This is our hospitalization rate for the top 25 counties. This was tied directly to governor's executive order for restrictions, but since that had changed, it doesn't really tie to that. A key number to this is 15%. They look at 15% as in providing additional resources or the state really pushing an area if it reaches that 15% mark. So you can see that since January, that number has come down quite a bit. This is specific to Golden Plains Hospital. They hadn't had any COVID patients in several days. It looks like as far as transfers or anything, no COVID related transfers from Golden Plains. On the vaccine front, 5,189 first doses, 4,050 second doses. Those are the so 687 additional first doses, 549 additional second doses. So Hutchinson County currently at 9,239 doses administered, and there at the bottom is it's like 21.53% of the population over 16 years old have been vaccinated. It's always right. And then 29.59% of the county population 16 and older have received the first dose. 56.33% of the county population 65 or older has received its first dose. Oh, that was a go to the next slide. I was doing the Hutch Health thing. This is currently a vaccine availability. We have Pfizer vaccine still available in the county, Border Pharmacy and CVS. We have Moderna vaccine available at Border Pharmacy and Rite Aid and Walmart. And when we do have any updates or anything like that, we still like to try to send stuff out on that Hutch Health. Just text that 888-777. That's it, Tim.
All right. So now go ahead, Jerry.
So the next portion of this was the pre-attack fire plans, Fritz and Stinnett. So I had sent those out, I'd received those from Todd Wood and sent those out to Alan and to Zeb to review. So we had, this was pre-COVID, so this is a while back for anybody that wasn't on here. We'd approved $5,000 to Bowtie Fire to write a pre-attack plans for the city of Fritz and Stinnett. And they had, when he was first here, they'd invoiced us a portion of that for the pre-attack plan for initial startup costs. So he had completed the pre-attack plan here recently. Like I said, COVID kind of got in the way a little bit of it, but those have been sent to Fritz and Stinnett for review. And then we have the invoice he had sent for the remainder of that. We had already approved the up to the $5,000 for the pre-attack plans, but I wanted to bring it back to the committee here to review. And if we had anybody, if Alan wanted to bring up anything about it or whatnot. On the next slide. And that's the invoice provided.
Okay. Alan, have you had a chance to look at that plan?
No, I think I had to forward it from my plan email to the house, so I haven't gotten into it yet.
Okay. Jerry, do you think we ought to, and obviously Zeb is tied up right now, is this something we can table until next meeting, give Alan and Zeb a chance to make sure they look at the plan before you pay that final bill, or is that something that's due that we need to get paid?
You know, it's been floating out there. It's kind of been on our list to get it taken care of, but it's kind of up to Alan and Zeb, since it's really directed to the city of Fritchenstonette, if they want to go through the plan and see if it's what they were wanting or any changes to it before we pay it. I think that'd be directly up to them.
Right. Okay. So yeah, I guess it's been out there about a month, hasn't it? Just about. So, well, I think it'd be if Todd's not beating down our door, that we can give these two guys. I mean, they both, got full-time jobs, so give them till next meeting to review the plans and see if any changes need to be made, and then at that time, I think it'd be a good time to go ahead and make that final payment.
Okay, that'll work.
I'm good with that.
Okay. Any other unfinished here?
That's all I have.
All right. Move on to new business.
We'll bring up, we got an email from Becky Perry that she's retiring. Got Joel on the video here. I guess, Joel, if you want to introduce yourself and what you're going to be doing.
Well, my name's Joel Arnold, Director of Plant Operations at Golden Plains Hospital. Do whatever I need to do.
Okay, are you going to be taking over Becky's, I guess, liaison between us and them? And
Yes, correct.
that's
Well,
all
good.
I have.
Well, glad to have you.
Thank you.
Okay. So discuss next meeting dates. I was looking at maybe about a month out would be about May 25th, but I think we got school graduations that week, so I don't know if that works for people or not, or we can move it up to May the 18th. Or we could, let me look at the right block on the calendar here.
I will not be
Yeah.
here the 18th.
I'd say that.
You're what?
I'm not going to be here the 18th.
Okay. Then what does the 25th look like for everybody?
So when is, I got to pull up a calendar. Okay, Memorial Day is the 31st. So
Okay, say that again. I couldn't really understand what you were saying.
Memorial Day is the 31st. I'm good with the 25th.
Okay. All right, then we'll go ahead and set it for 25th and keep our fingers crossed everything works out. All right.
I
think that's do what, Alan? I'm sorry, Jerry.
Jerry.
Still want to do Zoom?
Yeah, I think this is a good format. I mean, it's my 2 cents for it.
That's fine with me.
Okay. Yeah, let's just do at least another month of Zoom. Works out pretty good.
Okay.
All right. All right. That's everything. We got tentative meeting date set for the 25th. We'll entertain motions to adjourn.
I'm enjoying it so much.
I move that we adjourn.
All right. Have a second? Angie, don't hit him. We're watching you.
I'll second.
All right. Motion made and seconded to adjourn the meeting. All right. Thanks, everybody. Have a good month, and we'll see you next month.